the storm is breaking. I have something to look forward to. But I can't stop thinking about that elderly gentleman that I met. And he said that, like, he knew who I was, right? Why do people know who I am? I don't talk to anybody. And he addresses this aspect. He remarks he was vilified. Do you know how awful that word is? Like, that's like societal damnation is what it is. Because they drink, maybe? I don't know. I wanted to have a real conversation with them, so I didn't let them know. Asked me about my father. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I don't know that guy. One of the best conversations I've had with another human being, and God knows how long. Probably ever, honestly. I used to talk to a lot of people online. Finally, the storm is breaking. Finally! Praise the Lord! I'm an atheist, so like people don't like atheists. But I'm an actual true atheist. I'm not somebody that goes online and learns how to be one. I am because I analyzed, religion. I challenged it from an early age. That God would strike me down with lightning. And I'm fucking like sitting in a car seat when I'm 3 years old. We're driving to town, to the city. God, what the fuck did I say? It's so like, well then fucking let it. No, it wasn't like that, but because I didn't know that word at that time. But not that I'm challenging the religious anymore. It's just analytical. You gotta to pursue philosophy. I just have inherent traits of it. I have a whole story of traits that throughout my life, once I finally connected the dots, because we didn't have philosophy class in school, and one challenging the idea of God. If I can even remember them all. There are these weird key traits for philosophers. And in the fifth grade, Einstein said that insanity was repetition, doing the same thing over and over again. But yet, we all do the same things over and over again. I'm always writing the same letters. Sometimes I don't change them. Should I write a letter differently every single time? And so my rationality was that it was the lack of self awareness that defines insanity. That you can do the same thing over and over again, practice and practice and practice. That's called practice, right? But it's the lack of self awareness to not knowing that you are making the same mistake every single time. uh, 6th grade, I hated number theory. Like, I could not stand repeating numbers, and I could not stand rounding numbers. Just drove me fucking crazy. Like, because it's irrational to me. Because if something has to be measured, that term to me should be exact, and we can't achieve exactness. And so you're sitting in this weird paradox of number theory. I spent my whole life trying to figure out what that flaw was. And that flaw was that the number 10 is not a number. That you can have a repeating number, add 0, and get a whole number. You're adding nothing. Like, that's irrational. That doesn't make any fucking sense. What else is there? Forget all the key traits. But, well, I've been drinking a lot because waiting for this goddamn fucking snowstorm to get out of my life. One of them, too, is I am. Every philosopher will have this moment of I am. That is what the philosopher is. And I usually play around with this with people if they like to be stimulated in thought. That I am something. So then you define yourself through that. That's when you really create what you are. You know, because that's making choice. There's choice upon reality. And that derives through the thesis of man, that I am something. And when I only took like one philosophy class in my entire life. And I only was there for, I think, like 3 weeks before I quit going, and told my father that I'm going to drop out of college and pursue philosophy. And so I am something that recognizes self-awareness. I found like 4 or 5 traits of self-awareness. I deleted all my work, like, to test myself, to continue so that I don't go back and retrain myself. And that old man, he asks if I read. And I told him, no, I believe that to be a philosopher, to educate, steals the ability to become one. I say as I'm educating, right? These paradoxes are fucking wild. And so I destroyed all my work, everything, all my thought experiments, all my analysis. I wanting to, 1, 2. Also, I was afraid that they could be weaponized, because I mean they were advanced. I didn't lose an argument ever, or discussion, whatever have you, of people that like to, fight with words online. I find it fun, invigorating. And warriors of the mind, men of the mind. What's going on with my gun? Something. What the fuck is my toothbrush? I'm in a bit of a better mood because the storm is finally broken. And I can look forward to going out. Where the fuck? Where did I put it? There it is. It's under a paper towel. When you have a mind like mine, you're a bit chaotic. And, where was I? About philosophy. The derivatives. So that when you teach about philosophy, you end up stealing the ability to become a philosopher. It's really weird. And that's why I've always tried to inspire thought. And people, when they talk to me, they're like, "You're so encryptic," or what are they? What's the words? It's been used consistently that they don't like that I don't, you know, define them or control their mind. And that's like the anti-sociopathic, anti-narcissistic, and anti-psychopathic traits of a philosopher. And that's why I'm not diseased. And he called me. What the fuck? Did I already mention that? I don't know. I'm a bit eccentric now. Vilified. Yeah. But I didn't want him to know who I am. I don't want people to know who I am. I want them to encounter what I am. It's just part of just enjoying encountering people. Like, reputation to me has never mattered whatsoever. It's one of my fucking greatest fears, actually, is to be within this grasp of, societal admiration. I don't like it. I don't mind being hated. However, who the fuck is talking about me? Why? You can talk to me. That was one of the greatest things I ever learned from Becky. I remember her and she, if only she hadn't fallen for me, and kept the boundary of friendship. I miss her a lot, but we're driving down the road, and I would always go to her. Like, let's go drive around. Let's do whatever, And, I mean, yeah, we hooked up a lot, but I believe, too, that friends, men that are friends, we fight with our minds and our body. And then women that are friends, it's okay to join together and satisfy each other too. So men satisfy in the form of fighting, whereas from men and women that are friends satisfy each other emotionally and sexually. And we're driving down the road. I don't even remember who I was talking about. And she just tells me to, like, stop. If you're going to talk about somebody, go to them and talk to them. And I was just like, you're fucking right. You're absolutely right. I never talked about anybody again behind their back. Except for now, when I'm talking about this gentleman. But I don't have to name him, right? So you have no idea what he is. He's just an image, a visage. What is in my fucking grip? It's a dandruff or something. I don't know what it is. Just little things. Anyway, philosophy is the pursuit to inspire thought. It's everything and it's nothing. And that's how I correlate it to the aspect of the only way that we can define God, because every time we define him or it or what the idea of God is, it becomes something else. It's really interesting. Every time you define it in philosophy, it becomes something else. So God and philosophy are synonyms. And I think the ancient definition of God would be that of everything and nothing. Just as I define philosophy as everything and nothing. Probably my finest work in philosophy. And met a man on Facebook. I thought he was AI. No, he's not. He's a real person. So I grew up with a friend that not grew up with. Around middle school, we had this kid. He was just unbelievably talented at playing guitar. Like, he could do anything, right? And very intelligent. And his mother worked at our school, though he went to another school like 20 miles away. No idea why. And very talented skateboarder. Fucking weirdo. he and you know, his last name was Hart. Interesting last name. And so I met another one, like online, just happened to meet another Hart. And they are just very impressive people. They are insanely talented and intelligent and formidable allies. And I haven't disliked a single one that I've ever met, because I've talked to too many. That's one great thing about Facebook. And this guy loves challenging my theories and thoughts. It's nice to have somebody to finally be able to keep up. Though I know I'm right, he knows he's right. And we're trying to take this language and understand. Like, for instance, Einstein's light clock. So I disproved it. It's a thought experiment, not a logic puzzle. Or maybe it's a logic puzzle and not a thought experiment. I don't remember. How to reference yourself. How dorky. Anyway, I use a rubber band in a video to show the stretching and warping of time. And it's a physical representation of matter too, and elasticity. But that as the train, because Einstein uses it to trick people. He wants to convince you about the observer of time. It's about the derivative of time. When time and mass equate. And so the mirror has, if you take, a photon and you're bouncing it back and forth in a mirror and it's constant, as it accelerates, the two planes are increasing distance. And so you must reduce the distance, the height, until you get to a certain point where the photon is basically trapped. It's traveling linear with the measurements. And that's how you prove time is a true constant. And that was such a good time. God, that was a good time in life. I just, like, imagine the best sex you've ever had. Like, that is just like, when you figure that out and you do it on your own, unbelievable. It's just like, you're having like this mental orgasm for a fucking month. I went in, I went into all of his thought experiments, but that's my favorite one. I'd have to brush up. I don't remember a lot of the other ones. That one's the most important one to me, so I keep that one. And guess what happens? People rewrite it, and I don't even care. Like, in the long run, like, I don't care. I don't like attention. It's really about inspiring how to think like that, because of the Menrose theorem, a philosophy that I wrote. And finally, fucking sun. Finally! I hate the sun. But then when it's gone, I'm like, I want the sun. Where's the sun? Beautiful snow, though. Once you get past all that frustration and anger, you gotta draw that shit out and just confront it and be honest. And some of those videos are genuinely like, I'm that fucking pissed off. But at the same time, I am trying to write a comedy, and you have to be, you know, with method. And uh, so I'm going to push myself to feel those emotions and be so frustrated that I'm trapped in a beautiful cabin waiting for the sun to shine. Oh, that tree looks beautiful. I gotta take a photo of that. It looks absolutely fantastic. Look at this. This one I've been considering chopping down. And maybe I won't. I want to fell it uphill. But because that's like a challenge of a lumberjack. Like, can you fell a tree that once, because the way they grow when they're on an inclined plane, that's why that tree that I felled, it wouldn't it wouldn't fall. And so I had to feel the resonance of the tree, and I learned that the inclined plane, the wind and the forces on the grain, they the forces are opposite in how the tree grows strength. You would think it would be weaker. However, it actually makes it stronger there. And so felling a tree up a hill is very challenging. And I've been calculating it, but that's so pretty. I don't think I'm gonna chop it down. Because I was gonna cut it down and replant another series of trees there. Got like fucking 30 saplings down under the power lines, and I'm wondering if they aren't growing like capacitors, or what's that physics theory? And anyway, I wonder too then Did Nikola Tesla study the trees? And that's how he figured it out. Because I was studying the oak trees in Golden. And the oak trees in Golden, they they split off. They split out in like at the like immediately after they start to sprout, and then they sit there and grow, and then the stem or yeah, trunk, it then it grows. It's really weird. And I grew up, in Nebraska, and so there's just oak trees are everywhere, right? But they don't grow like that. What a beautiful morning. Finally, the relief. Hmm. This is why you have to feel a full spectrum of emotions so that you can experience a moment like this. One of the only philosophers I've read, other than Socrates, Plato, a bit of Aristotle, there's another one, I can't remember, and Voltaire. I have so much respect for Voltaire. He was hired by the Catholic Church, but he wasn't manipulated by them or controlled by them. And I have these books from like 1901. I'm trying to find the set, but like finish it, his dictionary, but uh, they're so rare and beautiful books too. There's what is with my lip? Tooth has been cutting my lip or something. But it's probably from doing this all the time. Fucking mustaches. These books, like, they are absolutely gorgeous, and they're not in perfect shape. There is a library online that has the complete collection, but my mother just randomly finds these books at a sale, and I'm like, what? Yes, I will take these. Don't even know who Voltaire is at that time, right? What a fucking awesome name. Voltaire. 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 I don't know. How do you pronounce it? But it probably is Voltaire. Because it's Catholic, right? So they use a lot of. Come on, brain, don't be done. It's that fucking language. Ah, gosh, golly. Trying not to use fuck anymore. Or shit. I've lost, the youthful angst of those words. I want to use, like, gosh, golly. It's so fucking stupid. Damn it. That's my favorite. Like, what would be considered a curse word or phrase? Gosh, golly. Goshgolly. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't fucking wait for this snow to melt so that I can go outside and plant trees. It occurred to me that potentially people think I mean marijuana because it's called. Some people use trees as a term for marijuana on the street. I literally mean, and like I'm gonna go replant saplings. There's a ton of them down there. They should not be wasted. And I have to be very strategic with it too. And so we got all these stumps surrounding the building, the root networks. So I could probably plant them to where the reflex of the. But I want to carve them too, so I'm kind of stricken in between that. The stump, I could plant a sapling here, and if it were to fail and fall, it would be reflected away from the building. Uh, but I wanna carve them. I want to make like I got this idea for carving. I love gnomes. My mother bought me a bunch of gnomes, so I hid them in the building. There's one over there just hiding behind some fake plants. There's another one over the fireplace, and he's super fucking cute. Damn it, he's super no, he's gallingly cute. And then there's another one in that room back there, and dresser thing. I don't know what you call that. Box of wood with drawers. And so I want to carve them. I want to make one into a gnome. I think that'd be fucking awesome and hilarious. Sort of like the same emotion I feel when I look at my Jeep. And I got this sticker on the hood that's of a T-Rex. And it says Fick. like the T-Rex is like, Fick. It's not fuck. It's Fick. I've seen people look at it and they're just like, wait, does this say fuck? I've asked them about it too. And it's hilarious. And they like just give me the weirdest look. I bought those stickers here in Estes at Dollar General. Finally, the snow is breaking. The storm is breaking. Thank God. As I say and proclaim myself an atheist. What is that reflex that we have? Like, thank God. But I just defined philosophy and related it to the definition of God. Thank philosophy. Maybe I should say thank dog. Mother wants to get me a cat or a dog, but I get way too attached to them. I can't have one. If it were to, like I want a bloodhound. I've wanted a Georgia bloodhound for so long because you can play all these cool games with them using their nose. And I just like if I failed at taking care of it, I'd never forgive myself. So I can't have a dog. I can't have a cat. I remember every cat I've ever bonded with, and cats are so unique in that you have to like actually earn a bond with them. And dog owners, I believe, are sociopaths and narcissists because they're like, I need to feel free love. But you don't emphasize free love typically. They use them as tools, as weapons, or emotional stability instead of bonding with them as they are very intelligent. like dogs speak with their eyes. And man, I'd love a Georgia Bloodhound, but it's best that I wait. You know, there's no reason to be impulsive with. Let's see how stable my emotions can be if I can handle the responsibility of taking care of animals that I bond with. Right now, we got chipmunks again, and they are fucking adorable. I love Colorado chipmunks, and that's enough. And we got rabbits. Hopefully, they breed. And there's plenty of field mice, and to have a dog that too would probably kill and hunt the rabbits is not a good thing. I don't know what it is. Like, for some reason, rabbits just come around me. Like, everywhere I go, like, rabbits are like looking at me. Like, I love them. Fucking love them. That's enough for me right now. I mean, I would love to have a donkey or a mule. There's a mule actually on some other guy's property. When I drive by, I'm like, mule! And he's like, what? You talking to me? You say something? Do you speak my language? The language of the mule. I love those videos where people like interpret animals. Oh my god. Yep. Static's building again. Hopefully there's a fucking thunderstorm. I only got to enjoy it for like 10 minutes. I love Colorado thunderstorms. And I mean that. I'm not trying to pretend like I'm some badass. Like, I would go out on the hills in Lakewood by our college and the college, and I would try to get electrocuted by lightning. I'm not joking when I say this. I would be so soaked in rain. And I took my shoes off one time. This was the last time. And I would just go there and yell at the sky. I would fucking yell at it. And as if I was talking to the universe or something. And and the last time I took my shoes off, I'm like, I'm gonna increase my conductivity. And I took my boots off. They weren't boots, they were shoes. I took my shoes off. I'm soaked in torrential rain. And I am holding a metal fucking rod, pointing it at the sky. And like, because I'm so frustrated. Look at it. It's going crazy. Static build is going out of control right now. Anyway, so I would do that. I did it many times. And here I am. I've never been struck by lightning. I am not Thor. Makes me think of Zombieland too. Woody Harrelson. He picks up this wooden hammer. My guns. And there's a horde of zombies coming. And he just grabs a wooden hammer. I'm gonna go fight a horde of zombies with this fucking mallet for like building tables or something. And he goes to Jesse Eisenberg and he's like, the guy's face, dude. I gotta watch that again. That movie is so funny. And he holds it to Jesse Eisenberg. He's like, and Jesse's like, yes, Thor. Nobody can break Woody Harrelson except for that fucking guy. Oh, I'd love to meet him. I'm gonna go to, because it's on Tubi right now.
Hi, this is Rod Schluter with McDonald Volkswagen.
Yeah, I don't.
McDonald Volkswagen, our pro.
Fucking ass. Is it still on? I type in zombie and it shows me Yu-Gi-Oh! Zombil. Shows me Naruto? It must have been taken off. Lame. I do have a movie of Nicolas Cage, though. He's one of my favorites as well. That guy is fucking awesome. He went through this series of just making just weird, random fucking movies. And they're all awesome. I love that guy. No, I am not pirating a movie right now. Whoops. I just gotta relive this scene. I'm so sad they took it off Tubi. I fucking love Zombieland. Where is it? Mother dick. That is not it. Yes, Thor. Don't do nothing I would not do. Here we go. Found it finally. That's so funny.
Songwriter.
No, you're a song transcriber. Listen, Berkeley.
Yeah.
I
She
don't
just
think
needed
this
to
is
get
gonna work
laid.
out.
I get it.
12-year-olds know who Bob Dylan is. You.
I mean, she has a
fucking
full
poser.
woman's body.
God, I'm not gonna lie, I have truly enjoyed this moment, but there are zombies approaching. Okay, Civil War General, you must know how to fight?
Sure. Poverty, sexism, social injustice.
We could try running.
I'm done running. I mean, what good is a home if you can't stay in it?
Columbus?
Yes, Thor.
You're gonna make me cry right now.
No, please don't.
He's converting
Okay,
his laughter.
let's do it. Now,
He
from
breaks
where
his
I stand,
character.
there's
You're gonna
only-
make me cry right now. He converts his
I think this is gonna
laughter
work out. Even 12-year-olds.
into that. That's a trait of
God, I'm not
when
gonna
somebody
lie,
breaks
I have
character.
truly enjoyed this moment, but there are zombies approaching. Okay, Civil War General, you must know how to fight?
Sure. Poverty, sexism, social injustice.
We could try running.
I'm done running. I mean, what good is a home if you can't stay in it?
Columbus?
Yes, Thor.
You're gonna make me cry right now.
No, please don't.
Oh my God.
Okay, move through it. Now, from where I stand, there's
Oh,
only
that
one
gets
thing
me
we can do.
every
Group sex.
time.
Right?
Columbus? Yes, Thor. I'm gonna have to watch this again. I watched it like I hated it when it first came out, and now I just love it. Columbus, yes, Thor. Why are you wearing Elvis's actual shoes? Comfort. Just breaks you. It just rips your mind apart with humor. It better not be fucking seeing the clouds again. Columbus. Yes, sir. They both are breaking character. They can't even hold it together. And what else was there? We made it to Babylon. I've never seen Emma Stone break character. In the car. And Emma Stone has this, like, if you watch her interviews, she has a weird, like, giggle. And she... I've never seen her break character except for that scene. When you love something, you shoot it in the face. What else is there from that movie that's just fantastic? I mean, the whole thing is just a brilliant comedy. I was so scrutinous at that time, though, when it came out. And so, good comedy, it just ages so well. And, what is on my shirt? Wearing 3 layers right now, by the way. This internal one, though, this is beautiful. Fucking, it's got like this weird weave inside that's really soft and smooth, and then it's got a separate weave outside. I don't know how the fuck they figured that out, but it's really nice. When I was a kid, as you can hear the other show, I would lay upside down in my grandfather's chair. I would listen to music on the radio and watch TV. That's probably the derivative of, you know, why I balanced in a chair for so long.
Unfortunately, for every Homer, there's a Hawking, as in Steven. Or maybe
I'm a
he's
massive
slightly
fan
more-
of zombies.
You made
Is this Hope Diamond?
Took the blindfold off. You made me sleep on the Lincoln couch.
Emma Stone in a bed at this. She just. Like, I am not worthy of a woman like her, but
I love you so much,
she's so
baby.
fucking beautiful.
You are so gorgeous.
And then he's like talking about his
That's
truck.
where you're wrong. Any
not
romance
truck.
left in me belongs to the beast here.
Okay, well, then we need to find someone for me.
Shouldn't be a problem, as long as you're open to dating zombies.
So you're saying what? I'm never gonna find a boyfriend or get married, have a family?
We're your family. So 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Fucking love
Little
Woody
Rock had a
Harrelson.
strong desire to leave the
That
nest.
guy's a genius.
And let's just say, Tallahassee wasn't the most understanding father figure.
Let rock.
But for better or worse, we were a family. And for the first time since the virus, we were living somewhere truly safe, making every day feel like, well, like Christmas morning.
Hello.
I added that to my photo.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Tal.
Santa.
Monkey paw is
What
a
would you like for
formidable
Christmas, little
martial
girl?
form.
A pony.
No, I'd actually really like you to stop.
Because
calling
you
me
have
little
to
girl.
have strength and be
technically you are
limp and
literal
weak at the
and
same
you
time and
are-
reflect energy
I am not a little girl Santa, but do you know what I would like?
to strike and draw.
What
And
would you like? Not to sound too sentimental, but those days at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue may have been the best days. of my life.
Finally, I
And
don't
that's
feel
counting
anger.
crazy.
I feel relief and happiness. The snow is
Oh my
melting.
God. No. It's a first edition Tolkien, and you wrote in it. There's my name right there, marring this perfectly preserved paper. Thank you, and yours too. You didn't stop. Thank you so much.
A bit
Get a
touching.
kiss Emma Stone.
Hey,
I
you know,
wonder
couldn't
what that
find,
feels like.
Any wrapping paper, but don't worry about it. Just tear it open. Doesn't matter. It's only Taft. He's our fattest president, so there's actually quite a lot left over if you need some wrapping paper. Well,
Probably
I'm sorry
feels
to
like,
get it from you.
My ex kind of had her personality traits.
Another gun.
Oh, hey, well, not just any gun, a Colt 45, and not just any Colt 45, the Kings.
England, Denmark, Liechtenstein.
There's only one.
I love
king.
kissing her.
Elvis, Aaron, Buck, and Presley, the greatest who ever lived. The King of Kings. He gave
It
this
was
gun
like,
to
let's make a
George
zombie
Bush
movie
at the
and brag
White
about
House, and
Elvis.
give it to you. Locked and loaded. Yeah, he used to
I used to,
backyard, King's Palace.
when I was
Memphis,
training my
Tennessee. Ever
voice,
read about Graceland?
though it's ruined now, but
We're gonna go there
because I was
together.
trying to learn to sing "Oh Darling," and I would sing it, and
Down by the reflecting pool.
I'll go
I have
I'm
like
gonna go by myself. It's
14
Christmas.
fucking
It's not fucking
octaves
Christmas. It's November
vocal
7th.
range, but
Little Rock is
like
on
I
the
can
hunt, all right,
sing
for
the
people our
part
own age.
from.
And the
It
thing
doesn't
is,
sound
we're out
good
there.
when I do
We
it.
just made it a
It's
point to keep our
really
distance.
awful. I've
Which
recorded
would kind of
myself,
suck if you
but
were the one stuck in the nest.
I can hit the octaves of
This is really terrifying.
Master Exploder from Tenacious D for Jack Black, and I can do that
She'll be fine.
like repeatedly, and I can sing the bass to Don Giovanni.
Hey, come on,
And so, like, my vocal range is abnormal. That's why, like, my voice is so annoying.
now.
This is the most comfortable spectrum
You
to
always
speak
say that
in.
I play it too safe. And I know we've been in like a bit of a rut lately.
Oh
So
no.
I thought what better way to spice things
Why
up
is this sucky always
than
gone?
to
Somebody
Get
call Johnny
married?
Depp.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was gonna say, get married. Yay.
That
Yeah.
the Hope Diamond?
Well, I certainly hope it is. I want you to be
is,
with Messiah, right?
is that the Hope Diamond?
You know how I feel about this. We've talked about this. My limited.
Than to
Get married?
yeah, I mean, well, I was gonna say, get married. Yay.
That
Yeah.
the Hope Diamond?
Well, I certainly hope it is. I want you to be Miss Ohio, or I guess Mrs.
Oh, it's
Ohio.
not
So unfair.
entirely.
You
him.
know how I feel about this. We've talked about this. In my limited but absurdly painful experience,
Is
married
that
people
the
only do
Hope
one
Diamond?
thing.
What, fight? We already do that.
Get divorced.
Well, I don't see us going that route. I mean, where would we find the lawyers?
Gosh, she's beautiful.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Yet. Okay? This was my fault. You know what? I put you on the spot. Just think about it and let me know whenever you're ready. And everything will work out exactly as it's supposed to.
Clap on, clap off. Who comes? The guy is a fucking monster of comedy.
Hey, Buttercup. Strong. Get a little too much
Helmet
eggnog last night.
hair.
Bad news.
Bad news? Well, you know what cancels out bad news? Good news. Today is the day that Wichita says,
Adios.
It's got
Dear
fucking
C&T,
helmet.
we
The
feel like
ring
total
on
shit
the
about
thing.
leaving. Sorry, not good at notes. WNLR. Well, yeah.
Mm.
Not good at notes is a pretty huge understatement.
You know,
Anyway. It's the Hope Diamond. So funny. she working on anything? She had a child. What the fuck is her name? Brain farts. Honestly, she is probably the only woman I've ever seen with short hair. Because she cut it off for that film where she's an alien. And she's still just like a retrospective version of what womanly beauty is. Fucking saliva. I'm so happy I got to see her naked finally. I know that's weird to say, but I respect women that display themselves. When you study art and stuff, like, the art is the display of what you actually are. And so people attempt to achieve that as they draw and paint or write or view or think, and so like, there's no negatives that come from that. Like, she displayed her entire body. That movie is fucking wild, and there's no harm that comes from it. There's no disrespect. It's not like, oh my god, I saw Emma Stone naked in a movie. I feel things I don't know how to describe. People. It's a weird movie, though. But it's a representation of the abuse and use of women. So Begonia, she chops off her hair. She actually chops it all off. She's not like wearing a bald cap or anything. Awesome woman. And then she comes back and she's like, this is how pretty I am. I don't know. Fucking awesome. Weird film too. One of my favorites is I've not seen all of her performances. What the fuck is Phantasmas? Yeah, Poor Things. Weird movie. Cruella. She is... I don't give 5 stars for films, typically. I only consider 5-star to be pure art and performance, or like true direction. And that film, so good. She just knocks it out of the park. Sort of like The Whale for it's not Benjamin Franklin, it's Benjamin something. Ben Fraser. There you go. I should make some hamburgers today. That sounds really good. I actually grill them. I would like to meet her too. Gosh, she's beautiful. Don't like her with lipstick. Lipstick's disgusting to me. I don't think women should color their lips. But that's just me. I had an issue with Rihanna where, like, she would put on makeup and she would try really hard to put it on. And don't get me wrong, she was hot as fuck. But, like, long sex hot fuck. Like, sweating upon each other type of hotness. But I don't like makeup. I like women that display themselves naturally and what they are, because, women are a force of nature. And I don't think that they should hide what they actually are. But I ended up insulting her by telling her, or asking her, I didn't tell her, I asked her to take it off. Would you take off that makeup? Because it was like intimidatingly beautiful. And I don't want to be like that. I want to be what we are together and be honest. And that's, a sign of that sociopathy, or what's the fucking term? Dissociative personality issues. And like, you are dissociative to yourself too. And I hurt her emotionally because she felt beautiful. But when I insulted that by asking her to remove it, I was insulting how she felt about herself. It took me like 3 months to figure that out. I couldn't understand it. I thought that admiring a woman's natural beauty was respect for her and love for her. Whereas she couldn't connect those dots, neither could I. And so that's like a link to the dissection of our relationship and where it failed. And like, I'm not gonna not do that. I want to look at you naturally. I want you to be real, something that when I hold my hand as this, I can feel the air moving around me, the static. I want to she wasn't doing it for me though, right? Painting her face, covering it up, not being natural. So that is the link. Like, she's destroying her natural emphasis of what she is. I displayed her as what she is. And it's complex. She can't keep the train of thought. This is why I keep so many stimulus around me. Just got to move on. Sun is coming through, but it's not shining anymore. But it's warming. Vilify. Like, who the fuck is talking about me? Why? Who the fuck are you talking about me? Stop painting region. It doesn't have permanent pigment. So you're going to only experience it as it is now. It won't last. Worked really hard on that. And there was this woman named Ivy. I nicknamed her Poison Ivy because she is a fucking vine of rash. And I don't know what I did wrong. And I don't know what I did right. I find an apartment, right? I'm sleeping in my car. I'm living in my car. I'm going to try to go back to school. And then I think of them. And so I convinced them to come here. Give them far more than what they are spending. But I'm only a good friend. But not worth spending time with. And the woman that I drove 8 hours to be used by shows up randomly. I didn't know that she was coming too. Now, as a family and children, got married here in my favorite place. Place I grew up coming to. I just hope I can drink myself to death finally. That's supposed to be my woman. I wrote my first song about her. I satisfied her properly. And yet, sorry. The fuck is my lighter? I have to reconnect with reality. There it is. Like, I accept when I lose. But there is something, before I shut this video off, that when you see a woman, love at first sight is like witnessing your entire future. And when you fail, all you can do is hate yourself. The geese. Of course they would at that moment. Impetuous, self-loathing. If there's anything I can say to men, just fuck them. Like, just don't think about the future, because American women are trash. Just fuck them. Move on. There is no obligation from them. Just because you feel something, you're in a moment. And so when you're in that moment, enjoy the moment and just fuck them and get rid of them. If they come back, maybe spend more time with them. There's only one woman who's ever earned my respect. If she's even real anymore, who knows? Probably fucking AI. Anyway.